Hey y'all, it's Holly. So WrestleMania Night 2 just ended. I didn't like it as much as last night's, but it was still good. There were still some good moments. There was less matches I was actually really invested in, but so honestly, I missed most of the uh, EO match because Easter. But I mean, I'm glad she won. I I feel like she was going to win anyway, just because of they kept saying like she needs to prove herself. She needs to, pretty much shut Rhea and Bianca up about like, no, I'm not. Stop pushing me around. Like, I'm glad that they're done with that. Uh, I mean, I'm glad they didn't go with like, oh, she lost or whatever. That would have been annoying. Um, sorry, it's also another day. Um, uh, what was after? Right. Fatal Four Way. No, that was great too. So that was actually probably my favorite match besides maybe the main. No, actually, I'm sorry. I am sorry. I did forget my favorite match. No, my favorite match was Damien versus uh, Drew. That was great. I love those like kind of brutal matches, but not too brutal. Not like a Hell in a Cell, but close to it. That was good. Of course, I'm happy because Drew's my guy. I love Drew. Um, no, yeah, yeah, that like the blow exchanges. Of course, Drew doing the selfie. Like, one, they were having fun, but they were going at it. That last bit with Damien falling through the chairs was wild. I the whole thing of, I mean, we probably won't be seeing Damien for a bit because of like his whole thing of he can't breathe. I would expect that he's going to be on injury for a little. If not, that's great. That'll be cool. Drew definitely needed this win. I feel like after last year's Mania, he's just been kind of just like puttering about, like getting angry at people, starting new feuds, and then losing all those feuds. Besides the little stuff he was doing with Punk, like here and there, but like he needed this win because it's just like a year of just shitting on him, pretty much. I really hope he wins another belt soon. That'd be really good. So speaking of winning belts, the one that most people called, but I'm still glad for it, very much so, um, was Fatal Forward between Penta, uh, uh, Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, and Braun Breaker. Um, I like all those guys. Um, I'm glad that Dom won. I'm really glad that it was he pinned Finn. Like most people figured that was going to be the case, but I'm glad that has happened. One, because I really want Finn to crash out, break up a Judgment Day, and somehow bring back the Demon. A lot of people want Demon Finn back, and the time is right. Um, I did like that Carlito kind of popped in here and there, and of course got destroyed by Breaker again. Breaker is one of those ones. He's been really impressing me. He I think it's kind of partly on my end is that I really didn't pay don't pay too much attention to NXT. I'm starting to a bit more, but um, like I just sort of came on and seems like we have this new character, and he like destroyed everyone. Like those kind of things kind of annoy me when having with Breaker and there was someone else I don't remember who, but doesn't matter. I like him a whole lot now. I'm glad that he's like had the career he's had so far, and here like even keeping the belt this long and getting to that, it's all great. There are a lot of good bits there. No, Dom winning's amazing. He needed that win too. He needed something because he's kind of just been like, I have a legacy and doing all this stuff, but I was tag team champ and all that. Like he needed his own big thing, and this is good for him. Now, we had Liv and Michelle, I believe. Yes, Luna Rochelle versus Lyra. I think I said Dakota last night. I think I meant Lyra. I may have been wrong. Maybe I may be wrong on that. I may be misremembering. But and Becky. I mean, some people were saying it was gonna be Becky, but I didn't really expect it. Speaking of not expecting, I was not really not really paying attention, but I was just like, okay, Lily Rochelle's gonna win this. They're not gonna give Lyra two belts. Lo and behold, she has two belts now. I guess one for each wing. I don't know. But, I mean, when you have Becky on your side, what are you going to do but win, I guess? Um, that one was fine. It does bring up, there's something about it that I'm going to mention at the end of this, but um, after them, we got AJ versus Logan, which, once again, that one where everyone knew Logan was going to win that one. Um, I really didn't care about the match at all. Honestly, I really just okay, sure, until Cross came in because that's much more interesting. But even then, it's just like, yeah, okay, Logan's gonna win this. Like, they're just gonna continue their storyline, but the storyline's kind of boring to me. So I really was just like, okay, whatever. Um, and then main event. Uh, so for the most part, it was kind of chill. I did like that it was just more methodical, bit more slower kind of thing. That makes sense. Um, and I did really like that it kept like going back and forth and back and forth. At first, and after a while, I'm like, okay, just get to some point because I was fully expecting Rock to show up, which he didn't. That one did surprise me. Uh, and I expected R-Truth. I was really It's going to be afterward, but the fact during all of this, Truth has not appeared once to Cena is really annoying to me. It bugs me. But Cena's win, I love. I love that Cena won. I love that he's like has had 17 titles. That's great. Um, the thing, so the ending, God, I don't like Travis Scott. Not as a musician. Well, no, I don't really listen as a musician, but person and issues that arose from concerts aside, I just don't really care for like certain celebrities being involved. Like if they're just like shoved on, like, oh hey, this is a random person that joins, and they need it. That's hard for me to say because I liked like the silliness of David Arquette becoming champion, but I think I don't know something about it. It's different. It's more like actually no. The main difference is that of what how Travis broke. Gave Cody a black eye, like that thing, where it's just like you actually hit him and you like it's that kind of thing. It's like they're there, but like they're not really doing what it's supposed to be doing. Like they're not they clearly didn't know how to actually do it. Um, no, actually, I think also probably the reason is the controversies with Travis, just to put it lightly, because I don't remember how that whole thing like ended up settling. Um, uh, but yeah, no, it's fine that Cena cheated to win. I would have preferred a bit more clean win, but given that Cena's supposed to be a heel, that does make sense to me. Um, I love that we had two heels pretty much like in the night for each night. That's cool. So one of the things as a whole I didn't really care for this one, especially compared to last year, is the entrances. Most of them are just pretty basic, like just a normal Raw or SmackDown entrance. Just walking down, no real craziness. Like you would get some of the craziness for like certain things, like the main events for sure and stuff, but beyond the musician or something cool like that, that was about it. Um, I think the coolest thing was Drew's entrance tonight because of the whole like Doomslayer thing. That was sick. Um, and then Priest came in with Slayer. I like that it was Doomslayer and Slayer. That was fun. But yeah, compared to last year, like, you had Seth and his giant, like, thing he did. Becky came through a book. Like, all these, like, they did more things. And oh yeah, Rock lit up stuff. I feel like, well, I guess because it was a 10-year, like, it was the 40th versus the 41st. That makes sense. But, like, why break that tradition? Still kind of make it cool rather than just normal walking down. But whatever. There's just like it doesn't really add fanfare. I did forget one. I am sorry. Going way back. Orton versus Henry. That one was interesting. That one's clearly just Orton having fun, Henry just being excited to be there. I do really like that he's starting to come up more. I'm He'll probably join up in the ranks later this year for sure. Um, because they keep pushing him in. If not, if he doesn't get there, I can see him like being moved over to NXT and doing really well there too for a bit. Um, but I feel like they could just pop right in. Um, no, that was fun. Like most people, like I was expecting for Orton, like someone like Austin, Goldberg, who was supposed to do something at some point, but I don't know what. Or like even Rusev. People were talking about Rusev. That would have been neat too. But um, no, so like I get it, like having like him boost up a younger talent versus like, hey, two older talents fighting out. Although two older talents fighting out would have been nice, but oh well. Um, Not too many people called Henry. I think some people joked about him, but I don't think it was like ever serious. All right, so going back to my actual thoughts, because apologies, Joe Henry and Orton fans. Um, yeah, I really feel like as a whole, last night's was better. Mostly because there's just a lot of title changes and those single matches were really good, like Fat Two Nights. Um, Jay's was pretty decent until the end. Like, Charlotte's was fine too, but you know what I mean. Like there was a bit more energy in that one. Maybe it's because I was more invested because I really was waiting for the triple threat versus this one. I was like, I want to see a John Cena one, but like. I think Mace also like night two had like two main matches I cared about. That was about it. Because I mean, I cared about the EO one, but I kind of figured the result for that one. But I really wanted to see the four way and then the main. Like, there's like three matches. Because the EO one I did really want to watch. Too. Uh, but night one, well, I had the Damien one. Hmm. Well, I'm talking about more bigger ones, I guess. I don't know. I liked a lot of them. There was just something about night two. Night two just seemed a bit more chill, a bit more dead, which is fine, I guess. Um, there's not much. I have more to say about night one than night two. I feel like still going back to what I mentioned last night was that like this is still a real like so far the Triple H Manias have been pretty good. For this one, it's pretty good. It's a little bit of a step down from 40, but not that much. Um, but like still pretty good booking. The matches are still pretty good. It's I feel like this one's energy was just lesser than 40's, but once again could just come down as 40th versus 41st. But no, I think it was fine. I don't hate it nearly as not hate it. I mean, I don't like it nearly as much as 40. 40 was really good for me, and 40 is typically ranked as one of the best. But this one, I feel like it's going to be like middle, upper middle, maybe. For me, it's relatively up there because I really haven't. I've only seen two, so this is my second. 40th is going to be my favorite. That's how I would rank them. But um, No, I still feel like booking wise, this is still better ones. And they there was a lot of shenanigans in play. Things got moved around. The cards that were going to be the cards clearly weren't didn't happen. Way like mid on, so like they had to change a few things. Um, I'm curious on what things would have been originally and how much better it would have been. But with what they were being dealt, I think they did a really good job, especially with like Ray filling in for Ray and Becky coming in and um, various little things like happening. Oh yeah, Randy not having someone, that kind of stuff. Uh, because I really feel like it actually that's the thing. It would have been or it would have been KO versus Cody, but with KO getting injured, KO got injured, yeah. I know Sammy did. I think KO got injured. KO, Sammy, like that whole thing with all of them getting injured did put a little monkey wrench in the works there, but with what they were given, I think they did pretty good. Um, I'm overall still really pleased with pretty much all the results and the two nights as a whole. Um, Grant, once again, I didn't see Stand and Deliver, so I can't say. Tomorrow's going to be interesting. Just like the nights afterward are always kind of fun because you get to see the fallout, if there's new storylines or if the storylines wrap up or they just keep going like they've done sometimes. Um, I mean, of course, most of tomorrow's just going to be recaps, which, fair enough. But that's for tomorrow too. We'll see what actually happens. Till then, like, comment, subscribe. Next time.